There are lots of ways in which you can make keyword searches broader and more comprehensive, so that you can capture the maximum amount of relevant information in your search results. This video tells you about using two of these techniques, truncation and wildcards. Don't worry if you've never heard of these terms before. We'll explain exactly what they do, why you might use them, and how they work. Let's take truncation first. A lot of the words that people use to search for information might have a variety of possible word endings. If you were searching for the concept of education, you would probably also be interested in educate, educates, educated, educational, and so on. Instead of typing in all of these alternatives by typing them into your search box individually, you can use a truncation symbol to do the work for you. First, find the stem of the word, the point from which all the various word endings can begin, and then add an asterisk or star symbol to the end of the word. In this example, we're going to use educat asterisk, which tells Library Search, Google, or whichever database you are searching that you'd like it to find you all the possible variations of the word endings for that stem. This means that you will find more results than you would have if you had just searched for the single word education. The next technique we're going to look at is called the wildcard. Wildcards are great when you want to find information about a concept that might have a slightly different spelling from the one that you usually use. The word organisation, for example, is spelled with a Z instead of an S in American English. But if you don't want to miss all the information that uses this spelling, you can use a wildcard symbol to replace the letter. In this example, our search for the British and American spelling of organisation would be organisation with a dollar symbol to replace the changing letter. Let's look at another example, where the American spelling is slightly different to the British version. The American spelling of the word behaviour doesn't use the letter U, and we should therefore search for behaviour instead, to find the British and American spellings. So here, the symbol is in place of the letter U. So why go to all this trouble? If you want to make sure that your searches find information written in both American and British English or words with lots of possible endings, truncation and wildcards do all of the hard work for you, ensuring that useful papers and books aren't missed. Finally, remember that the symbols that we've mentioned for both truncation and wildcards can vary depending on which search facility you are using. We've given examples using the most common symbols, but if you want to check before you search, look for the search help pages for more information. Want more help with searching for information? Take a look at our web pages and other videos about this topic.